Well, here's some exciting news from SpaceX. They're planning to refly a Super Heavy booster for the first time on Flight 9. SpaceX shared video of a static fire of the Super Heavy preparing to launch for Starship's 9th flight test. This booster previously launched and returned on Flight 7, and 29 of its 33 Raptor engines are flight proven. And as SpaceX points out, the first Super Heavy reuse will be a step toward their goal of zero-touch reflight. And as Alejandro points out on X, when SpaceX landed the first Falcon 9 booster, they put it back on the pad 3 weeks later to perform a static fire. The booster then went on display at Hawthorne, and the second Falcon 9 booster that landed, however, was the first to be reused. And it looks like we're seeing the same scenario happening with Starship. Eric Berger with Ars Technica wrote, "It is a legitimately and characteristically bold decision to refly a Starship booster on the next test flight, a test flight that the company really needs to be successful after failures of the vehicle's upper stages in January and March." And so I do agree, it's great that they are planning to refly a flight-proven booster, and they'll likely be catching it again. But really, SpaceX needs to make sure that they don't lose another ship, which would be pretty impressive if they're able to pull this off on only Flight 9 of Starship. It's hard to believe that SpaceX has already launched 8 full-scale test flights of Starship, with the Super Heavy booster and Starship upper stage combo stacking together to form a rocket that towers over 400 feet tall. But many of you, I'm sure, are wondering, when exactly is Flight 9 going to be? Well, the FAA did recently release some new information about both investigations of Flight 7 and Flight 8. As many of you know, SpaceX lost both ships on Flight 7 and Flight 8. And those test flights failed at roughly the same point in flight in January and in March. Another similarity, not only did they fail at about the same point, but they were both using the larger ship V2 or Block 2 version of Starship. So this is an upgraded version of the ship with a completely different design. And unfortunately, both of these failures have prevented SpaceX still from testing out their upgraded heat shield, which is very important to get right. This is one of the most significant design upgrades introduced with the Block 2 version of Starship. And so they can't go orbital yet until they get this right and make it past that 8-minute mark where we've seen 2 failures. Eric Berger with Ars Technica speculates that SpaceX will likely do the same trajectory and plan that we saw on Flight 7 and Flight 8 on the upcoming Flight 9. As far as Flight 7, SpaceX has closed out the investigation into that accident from the January test flight, according to the FAA. And the FAA recently announced that it accepted the results of SpaceX's investigation, which determined the probable root cause for the loss of the Starship vehicle was stronger than anticipated vibrations during flight that led to increased stress on and failure of the hardware in the propulsion system. And you could see it in the live stream. Those vibrations led to a fire in the engine compartment before the engine shut down and the vehicle lost control. So after that first failure in January, SpaceX identified and implemented 11 corrective actions to prevent the same failure from happening again. But we still don't know a probable root cause for the launch failure in March. The FAA said SpaceX's investigation remains open. But since they were so similar, it's probably likely they have a similar underlying cause. However, it looks like the goal of having as many as 25 Starship flights in 2025 is probably not going to happen this year. And as Eric points out, and many people agree, including myself, Flight 9 probably won't be happening until late April or early May. SpaceX hasn't released a schedule for its next flight, but it's probably at least a month away. And that's because, well, the ship assigned to Flight 9 is still in its factory at Starbase. Then SpaceX will have to roll it out to a test stand for its own engine firing, and then there will probably be some final inspections and finishing touches. And then hopefully we finally see a successful flight with Starship version 2 of the ship. That's just a little bit of SpaceX news for you. I hope that you are enjoying my videos. I'm trying to keep cranking them out while I'm on vacation. And thank you so much for supporting my channel. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video.